Yeah, O'Shea was really good tonight, and he's had a lot of strong games this year. You know, the last game he had kind of a rough night shooting the ball, but tonight he jumped into it, hit a three, did a lot of good things with running, cutting. You know, he made one or two other threes, drove the ball well, got to the free throw line, and he's got to be an aggressive attacking player, and I really like the way he played in this game. He's making a strong push for MVP. You know, it's a winning team. He's stuffing the stat sheet. You know, he's playing the right way. I mean, he passes it out of double teams. And, we haven't seen a guy quite like this really in the history of the league that has this kind of power and skill, and ability to score at all three levels, just really effortlessly. So, he's an amazing player, and it'll be going to be really interesting to watch him play in the playoffs and see what teams try to do to slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, we had to keep him out of foul trouble, especially with the limited numbers. But he does it. He's guarding Joel, who's the MVP of the league. So he's trying to. We had early fouls. Quick four. I think James and Joel had 13 free throws combined at halftime. We had to do a better job of showing our hands. I thought we did a better job cutting the game down. Got it to whatever. I don't know what the lowest we got to in the second half. I think it was like 8. But I thought Isaiah did a really good job just being athletic, being active. And offensively, I thought he did a really good job as well. Just stop fouling. I think that was our biggest thing. Keep him off the free throw line. It's an art form that they have. Pretty well down packed. As a team. So. We just had to figure it out, show our hands as much as possible, and when we get stops and go offensively, we're good. I think we have a pretty good relationship to where I'm just like, man, just stop hacking. That's really all we say to each other.
And then obviously, Gabe, we talked yesterday about him being the baller's life. He has had his winding road to the NBA, so to be in the locker room to celebrate his NBA debut with him, what was that like?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's exciting. Obviously get your first bucket, and a guy who's, his journey's been, all over the place, and it's just exciting for him to get that first bucket, and I thought he played well.
Did you like the switch from right to left hand?
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough lay, for sure.
Anybody on Zoom? Pat?
Hey, Tyrese, this is the third time here lately you guys have gotten into a big hole, but been able to get that deficit down to a possession or two. I guess, how do you balance just the frustration of being in that spot in the first place, but then also, the fight, the determination that you're seeing here lately to battle back and make it a game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's frustrating. You want to do a better job starting quarters the right way and just starting the game the right way and, setting the tone. And they set the tone early, and we had to, we're fighting from behind all game, and it kind of feels like what it's been like for a few games. And it's just a part of it. We get it down, and but we just got to start games better. That's all it is.
Cassidy, go ahead.
So just going a little bit more macro here, like heading into the final game of the season, and what this year has been for you. How do you reflect on what you've gone through this year and what you're focused on building on as you head into the summer?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think once this next game's over, just to take a time to step back and look at everything. Obviously, it's been a whirlwind of a season for me personally, with everything that's went on this year. But, I think I've grown a lot, not only as a player but as a person. Obviously having to move my life around and change my roles and be asked to do a lot more. It's kind of just a part of being a professional. And I think the biggest thing for me is just going into the summer, getting my body right, being prepared to take on another season as a full-time lead guy, and asked to do a lot more and be better at everything basically. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just really getting in the gym, working my butt off, watching a lot of film, paying attention to the playoffs, watching basketball. I think that's the biggest thing, and then I'll be ready to go next season.
The limited players we had tonight and stuff. So, I mean, I just took that in. It was like, I just can't foul no more. And I mean, I just played my game on offensive end. And defensive, I just played more solid, didn't foul. Showing my growth every day, every game, just showing more and more, getting more comfortable with just the stuff that I know how to do. Especially on the defensive end, I feel like this game compared to last game, I did a lot of things that impacted the game on the defensive end, also the offensive end. Just doing me really. So I feel like playing on the floor with him, it opens up the whole offense. The way my rim, just the way I get on the rim, and then the way he gets downhill, it sort of goes hand in hand. He can score, he can pass, and that just helps our offense a lot because once the defense kick in, it's wide open corner shots, and it just opens everything up.